Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin and welcome to my Redstone, the basics, and Minecart tutorial. In this video you will learn how to use redstone, switches with redstone, switches with redstone and doors, redstone torches, and then a little bit more advanced will be redstone repeaters and redstone inverters. As far as the minecarts go, you'll learn how to use boosters, how to make automated Minecraft systems, double boosters, and like track switches and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started with the redstone. Okay, so the first thing you need to know about redstone is that it has electricity running through it. That's the way Notch coded it to work. So just by laying it on the ground like so, you're not going to get anything out of it. You need to have some sort of power going to it. So I'll go ahead and throw a wooden pressure plate down, and if you look, when I hit the pressure plate, it turns on the redstone. This is just basic knowledge. Everybody should know this. One of the most important things you need to know about redstone is that it can only go 15 spaces. So let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know what? I don't feel like counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll do 16. And if we did this right, yeah, as you can see, at the very end, the black is not lit up. Okay? That is because the currents in the redstone can only go 15 blocks. Anyway, it says 15 blocks. So always keep that in mind when you're making your redstone paths, that you'll need some sort of extender or something like that. So now, just one other quick thing to remember. Redstone torches are also a source of power, along with other switches, such as like levers and things like that. One of the main things to know about redstone switches or redstone torches is, if I can place the right blocks, is that it gives power to everything around it. It doesn't do sides. Like if you put one right there, it won't work. It does all four corners, or all four sides, left, right, northwest, southeast. So that's a good thing to remember when you're messing with redstone. So let's go ahead and move on to the next part of our redstone tutorial. Okay, so the next part of our tutorial, we are going to learn about doors, iron, and wood. Mostly have the same effect when it comes to opening. So let's go ahead and build just kind of a basic frame here. Doesn't need to be anything special. And fail hard. Yeah, there we go. Let's break this block real fast. Alright, so we got our basic door frame here. And let's go ahead and place the wood one down. I'm not doing good right now, I'll tell you what. Alright, well, let's go ahead and place the wood one down. Just a normal door. As you can see, it opens fine. Wired with redstone to it, nothing will happen because you don't have anything giving it power. So, just like I had mentioned before, you place a redstone torch, it gives it power, opens the door. This can work with wood pressure plates, stone pressure plates, levers, and buttons, but the button will have to be on the wall. First, we'll start off with a button. You can place that, hit it, and the door will open. Then when the button releases, it closes. So same goes as wood pressure plates, as normal. So and the other one is a lever. So let's get rid of this pressure plate, and voila. So just keep in mind that you always have to obey the 15 rule. And I'm almost certain that when you place this redstone, it can hit anything that the door is touching, and it will work. So as long as it's one block away from the door, you should be fine. As far as hiding the pressure plate under the door, it just needs to be right under it, like so. And we will actually just put a redstone torch here because that's a lot easier. Voila. And then obviously you would make this a little bit lower in the ground because you don't want your just hole in the ground right there for no reason. So that's basically it about doors. Yeah, I will place links below for logic gates. Sam Far Forever 26, he's done a couple videos on logic gates, and they're actually really good. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to make doors work, if you need 2 buttons to push, that's the videos to check out. So I will link those below. So now that we've covered the basics about redstone, the length of redstone, and how doors open with it, so we're going to go into how to make repeaters and inverters for Minecraft. So first we will do a repeater. This basically is just an extender for your Minecraft, for your your redstone wire, I guess you could say. So first you'll need 2 pieces of dirt, place a redstone torch on top, redstone dust, and then a redstone torch on the back or the front, whatever you want to call it. So this is gonna say you have a lever, which we can put one down real fast, just like so. You turn it on, it turns off the middle piece and extends. So once you run 15 pieces of redstone wire, it extends it, and you can run 15 more, and you can keep on going on and going on. This is just a basic repeater. It's really the simplest thing to do. The delayer that Notch implemented was supposed to do this, but I haven't found a way to do it yet, so I will update you when this comes out. Okay, so the next piece that I want to show you is an inverter. So get rid of these pieces here. This one will turn your, say you want to make a switch backwards. So instead of when this is on, you want the thing to be off. So basically what you're going to do is place a redstone torch on the side of a block, run wire from the top back. So this is off right now, and this is on. So you see how this is opposite right now, off, and this is on. So when you hit this, it's off and on. So this can be kind of an inverter of sorts for your different types of redstone. There's nothing really much to these 2 things. I just wanted to get those out of the way because they're very good tools when making Minecraft and Minecart systems. So next we will move on to the tracks itself. Okay, in this part of our Minecraft tutorial for redstone and minecarts, we're going to look at boosters first, and then we will go into redstone switches. So the main type of booster I like to use is this small compact booster, mainly consisting of 4 to 5 tracks. You can make it as long as you want to. Place 3 blocks at the end of it, wrap it around here, and then you'll need to place 2 blocks right there, and then 1 above the track. Place the block there. Always make sure to leave that there until you're done. I'll show you this in a second why. When you're placing your track, if you not fail that hard, but 1 second. When you're placing your track, if you leave this open up here, things can get all messed up, especially on this side. But you always just want to leave that there until you're done, and then you can delete that out when you're finally finished. Once this track is picked up, everything will be fine. But we'll actually go ahead and test this booster. And then we'll put a block right here just to be sure. Get a minecart out. And obviously it'll go a lot faster. Now this is using kind of like a southwest rule here. We'll go over this real fast. When a minecart returns back to the station, it's always going to go a certain way. it's implemented this way. You see how when it hit that, it rolled back down the hill, but if it never rolled back down the hill, it would do this. You see how it hit that track and went that way? You can always count on that working in certain directions. It'll go south and west, and that's the only directions it will go. So you might have to get your compass out and figure out directions like that. But mainly, it's only good for using some types of boosters and resetting tracks. So there's really not much there to it. Now we will go over. Now we will go over how to double boost. Put 2 pieces of track above your booster, like so. Place it, and don't fail hard like I did, but okay, we're failing right now. That's all we're doing, folks. Place it, destroy it, and it'll fall in. Picked up 2 things. Now this has a lot better boosting power than our single cart booster. It'll work a lot better. Make your cart go a lot longer, and you'll have less need for other boosters down the track. Now this is the main booster I use. There's a lot of other ones you can use. I'm actually going to forego kind of skipping those right now. You see how fast that worked just by me barely touching it? It's really all you need to know about it. I mean, you can build other boosters, something like this. A lot of people like to use these. They work, but they're not as good as a typical booster. What you would do is you would place track right here, and then you would get rid of this. Put a block up here where I'm standing, like so, and get rid of this. I didn't mean to put this up there. Just like that. Put your cart right here. And then as your cart goes by, it'll hit it, roll up, and then roll back, and your cart will be boosted. Those are basically the two best boosters you can get. There's other ones out there. People like to argue about them all the time, but it's really not that big of a deal. I would just stick to these main 2. So we'll go ahead and look. We'll start looking at track switches now. Okay, so now that we've covered the basic redstone tutorials, this booster sections and things like that, you want to kind of look at switches with redstone and the boosters. So one of the easiest ones to do is something like this, where you just have a simple track and you want to split it off. Something like this. You can throw some redstone down back here. Keep going, actually. Sometimes you have to be very careful how you mess with redstone around tracks, because it can get a little messy and things can get kind of confusing. But once you step on this, you can see that the track switches. Now this is just your basic redstone, and sometimes when you mess with this kind of stuff, it'll come out backwards, something like this. Let me see if I can get this to work the first try. And say you want this track to, say this would be your circle track that your cart goes on, and when you want it to hit this track. Well, when you see how you put that down, and when you put your cart down or your button down, it goes back to your circle. This is where you would need to use the inverter. So you would just go ahead and build that. Put it right here, right here. Put this back here, and you can see that it's in the normal position. Put our switch down, hit it. That's when the track switches. There really isn't much else to redstone and carts and everything else. I mean, this is the most basic idea. If you guys want me to make an advanced tutorial on how to make a minecart booster that you push a button and it calls it up, and then you push it when you get into the cart, it pushes you down the track, I can make you one of those. That's not hard to do. But for now, just stick to these basic principles and you should be fine. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a personal message on YouTube or just leave a comment and I'll try to answer. Probably better with a personal message though. But always, if anything's ever backwards and you want it to work out, you can always use an inverter, or if your redstone's not long enough, you can always use a repeater. The repeaters are pretty simple to build too, just something like this, some redstone and redstone, voila, and there's your basic repeater, and then you can go an extra 15 spaces, and you can do this as long as you want to do it. It's not that hard to do, guys. So remember, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Don't forget to like the video. I put a lot of work into this. This is iJevin, guys. I'm out.